Let's move on to other things. Great night, of course, for all of us here tonight, and to you again for being here and participating. The spirit is great. I think you can feel it in the room tonight. We're all having a great time, and we're celebrating, as we said, hope and positive stories and feeling right about the world. And it's you, your talent, your gift, and your sense of why you're here on this earth and the work that you're doing that we're celebrating tonight. So again, my congratulations to each and every one of you. To present now the Christopher Awards for TV and Cable category. She's coming back by popular demand. Magali McGarr-Wilkinson is here one more time with the 60 Minutes clock. Come on up. Okay, Magali. Yo.
Thanks again. Ernie, you're really good at this.
Oh, we have fun.
You really are, really. You should come back again next year. Okay, so our first TV winner is, Judy, I see you. 48 Hours, The Whole Gritty City from CBS News. New Orleans is America's most musical city, but it's also a dangerous one, where kids get drawn into the violence and crime that surround them. Thankfully, 3 school marching band programs have channeled students' energies toward a positive alternative for years. The Whole Gritty City chronicles the program leaders' efforts to talk hope and purpose into young people's lives because, as one of them says, if they can't find love in the right place, they're going to get it in the wrong place. Through moments of joy and heartache, this film reminds us about the power of mentors to make a difference. We're pleased to have with us producer and co-executive producer Richard Barber and co-executive producer Judy Tigard. From the CW, The Flash, pilot. Since childhood, Barry Allen has stood up for people who got bullied. His sense of compassion only grew when his mother was murdered and his father was framed for the crime. As an adult, a science experiment gone awry makes Barry the fastest man alive, allowing him to watch over his city like a guardian angel. The pilot episode of The Flash introduces viewers to the DC Comics character whose moral strength is born out of pain. In a TV world often filled with anti-heroes, Barry is simply a good man who wants to make the world a better, safer place. The production team of The Flash send their regrets at not being able to attend, so we accept this award on their behalf. Gabby Douglas won 2 gold medals in gymnastics at the 2012 London Olympics, but her journey to the top wasn't an easy one. Medical problems, poverty, and homelessness were just some of the challenges she and her family faced along the way. But with siblings willing to make sacrifices on her behalf, and a single mother who believed in hard work and trusting God, Gabby learned all the virtues and skills needed to become a champion. This Lifetime movie gives witness to the power of faith, family, and perseverance in the life of one of our greatest modern gymnasts. We're pleased to have with us Director Greg Champion, writer Maria Nation, and executive producer and Gabby Douglas's mom, Natalie Hawkins. And before moving on, we'd also like to acknowledge Gabby's sister Arielle Hawkins and her grandmother Carolyn Ford, who are with us tonight and played a role in her Olympic success. From PBS WNET, we have POV, When I Walk, When filmmaker Jason Da Silva was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at the age of 25, he had the courage to turn the camera on himself. When I Walk provides a window both into his own battle with the debilitating disease and into the daily struggles of all people with disabilities. Unexpectedly, the film also becomes a love story when Jason meets and marries Alice Cook, who gives his spirit a needed infusion of joy. Through triumphs and tragedies, they carry the cross of MS together, giving witness to the power of selfless love. Please welcome directors, producers Jason Da Silva and Alice Cook, and accepting for POV as communications manager, Brian Gelden. From PBS WGBH, Sacred Journeys with Bruce Feiler, Lourdes. 5 million people a year visit the French Catholic shrine of Lourdes, or Lourdes, because its waters are believed to have miraculous powers. In his quest to explore the world's most popular pilgrimage sites, Bruce Feiler traveled there with members of the US military wounded in Afghanistan, Iraq, and other wars. Some are skeptics, others are believers, but each hopes to find healing from the physical and emotional injuries that haunt them. In the end, everyone leaves feeling that something transcendent took place thanks to God and the bonds of community. We're pleased to have with us host and executive producer, Bruce Feiler. From Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, signed, sealed, delivered for Christmas. The 4 postal detectives at the heart of this movie series can get themselves into some comedic pickles and poignant adventures as they deliver mail that wound up in their dead letter office. This Christmas edition is no exception, as they strive to answer a little girl's letter to God while dealing with painful holiday memories of their own. Series creator Martha Williamson explores the challenge of believing in a loving God in a world that's often full of pain. She also reminds viewers that sometimes we need a shift in perspective to discover that answered prayers are closer than we think. Executive producer Martha Williamson sends her thanks from Vancouver, where production on the 3rd signed, sealed, and delivered movie started today. She also hopes you'll tune into the 2nd movie series on June 6th. Thankfully, we are pleased to have with us executive producers Joel Rice and Michael Prupus. So that concludes the TV and cable category. To the creative teams we've honored tonight, thank you for sharing your talents and your work and insights with all of us.